Success. We finally, technology and I are not friends. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our weekly live stream. And hopefully, I don't think YouTube is just not liking my live streams at the moment. If you are here, can you let me know in the comments? I don't know why YouTube's not publishing these two subscription feeds. It's weird. If you are here, let me know. Jump on into comments. But for those of you that are new or watching the replay, this is like our weekly live stream where we jump on and talk about new makeup releases, and we have a chat about them. We talk about whether we're going to be buying them, whether we're not interested in them, and all that jazz. YouTube does not seem to be liking me and my live streams at the moment. I don't know why. It just doesn't seem to be publishing to subscription feeds. I don't know. I'm going to have to email YouTube about this because it's very annoying. Let me make sure I'm definitely public. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. Let me just make sure. YouTube. This is very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. Anyway, let's get on with the show. So this is weekly live stream. We talk about new beauty releases and whether we're going to be buying them or not buying them. And we also have a chat, what we think about them, what we like about them, what we don't like about them. This may seem very petty at a time like this, but I do think that some sense of like normalcy is a little bit comforting at times like this because, you know, the world's going to shit at the moment and it's nice to just have some normalcy, talk about something quite trivial. I don't know, it comforts me a little bit when we are able to take our mind off everything that's going on. Let me just make sure that okay, I'm definitely public. I don't know what's going on. What was I saying? I'm like all over the place this morning because like you guys can see my laptop was having a bit of a hissy fit. So I'm running behind and now I'm like all frazzled, all over the place. YouTube is not playing friends with me, not publishing my live streams to people's subscription feeds like they normally do. I'm not quite sure what's going on. Anyway. So as per usual, I'm going to share my screen with you. You're going to see my Instagram feed and we're going to go through the new beauty releases and we can see all that on the screen and all that jazz. And yeah, for those of you that think that I might be quite negative, I normally am really highly critical of new beauty releases because I'm trying to save a lot of money and not overspend, not spend on things that I don't need if I already have it in my collection. So that's why I can quite often be quite negative about a lot of these beauty releases because I don't think a lot of us need it. I think a lot of us have a really large collection as it is, and I don't think we need most of this stuff. So that's why I'm quite highly critical. And if you do think that I am a little bit negative about some of the beauty releases, or if I'm very critical of the new beauty releases and you don't like that, you don't like people smack talking your favorite beauty brands or your favorite influencer collabs, this is probably not the live stream for you. But at the end of the day, it is just makeup. It's just makeup and we all have our own opinions and whatnot. So If you want to share your opinion, let me know in the comments box. Let me know in the live chat comments what you think of all this stuff that we're talking about. And yeah, we can have a chat. We can share our thoughts, and that's that. I don't think there's anything else I need to explain. But anyway, now I'm going to share my screen with you. Let me just open this up. Okay, and just I have a very small laptop screen, so I've just got to like shift everything around so I can still see the comments, but see the Instagram screen. God, I accidentally just like pressed the back button. Gosh, like I said, technology and we're not friends. We are just like long distance relatives that only speak once in a while. Okay, so you are now seeing my Instagram feed. While we're here, I'm just going to do a little shameless plug. If you want to see any of my like makeup looks or my swatch photos, anything like that, follow me on Instagram. It is at themakeupenthusiast. Make sure you've got the underscore in there, because when you don't have the underscore, you don't get my page. So yeah, you get to see a lot of my photos of my looks and close-ups of my looks. So if that interests you at all, then that is my Instagram page. But for all the new releases and whatnot, I follow a few pages. So I follow the girls from Beauty News, so Kat and Haley from Beauty News, so Beauty News Official on Instagram, and they keep up to date with reposting like all the new beauty releases. I also follow Trend Mood, as well as Indie Makeup Spotlight, and Indie Mood also have a few bits and pieces. So Indie Makeup Spotlight is run by Amy Loves Makeup, and she posts all the details about like the new indie releases. So if you want to see specifically indie releases, then she's there for you as well. Okay. So I'm just going to scroll down and try and figure out where we got up to last week. I think we spoke about the Charmed palette last week. So we're up to here. So this is the new collection from Nude Sticks. So this is the Sun and Sea palette. So this is a 7-piece kit. So we have, what is this? 2, 4, 6. We have 6 eye crayons with this one, but I think a lot of the stuff with Nude Sticks is very multi-purpose. So we've got 6 eye colors, and then we also have okay, no, we have some eye colors. We have some okay, we've got luminous eye colors, we've got matte eye colors, we've got face bronzers, we've got a lip and cheek balm, as well as the tin, as well as a pencil sharpener, as well as a clear pouch. Now, I kind of like the whole concept of Nude Sticks, but at the same time, I think that some of their packaging is quite wasteful. I think that these multi-purpose products and these like eye crayons, I think they can be really good and an easy eye look for you. So I do like that aspect of it. I know that a fair few of like my favorite Instagram makeup artists use their like cream blushes and they look really pretty. So I like that idea of it as well. But I think that this packaging is really wasteful. I don't think we need a tin as well as a, oh, sorry, Carolyn. Oh gosh, it's been a morning. It's been a morning. There we go. I accidentally reloaded my page and I didn't realize that I like basically canceled that I was already sharing my screen and had to redo it. Technology and we are not having a good time this morning. So now you can see my screen, everyone. I'm not just talking about random stuff. So Carolyn says that she has tried nude sticks before and she has liked the ones that she has tried. So, oh my Lord. So let's start again. So these, I believe these ones here from the colors might be the eye pencils. So these few down the end here, I guess I can actually look at the colors and the names of the colors. So for the luminous eye colors, we have this one. So the blue one and Sunrise Star. Then the matte eye ones, we have La Isla, this one, and Desert Sun, which is this one. And then for the all over face bronzer is Beach Babe, which is actually the one in the stick. And then what are we up to? The lip and cheek color is in Babe and Crave. So this one and this one. Okay, so I totally had it all wrong. But that's what each of them specifically are. But I guess as far as I'm aware, a lot of the nude sticks products are multi-purpose. But as I said, you get this like clear bag here as well as the tin, and the tin's quite big. So I think the idea of the tin ordinarily with nude sticks is that you can put the products in the tin and then put it in your bag so they're not like loose around your bag. I like that idea, but I'm not going to be putting this giant tin in my handbag. And I think if I purchased this kit, me personally, I would probably throw the tin and the bag out. I would feel so guilty about it, throwing these two out just because it's just wasted packaging. Yeah, I would kind of wish that nude sticks would just bring out the products like not in a tin, like give you the option to buy the tin if you think that you'll use the tin, or just have the products like not in a tin, like just put them in a cardboard box and sell them as a kit in a cardboard box instead of the tin as well as the bag. I just think that all the extra packaging is really unnecessary. The colors are nice. I will say the colors are really nice, especially these like nudie ones where they're like the lip and cheek color. I think that they're really pretty. And this this stick blushy bronzer product looks really nice as well. The eye products I could probably definitely pass on because I don't need any more eye crayons at the moment. I'm trying to like whittle down my collection first before I buy any more eye crayons. This set retails for $75 US. So in Australian dollars, it's probably like well over $100, which is not a bad price considering how many products you're getting in this kit. It just like the packaging of this is the main thing that turns me off this set. I just think it's really excessive and unnecessary. Alrighty. Okay. We have some new products from, drumroll, Makeup Revolution. So this is another collaboration, and this is with Petra Lovely Hair. I don't know who that is specifically, but we'll still talk about the collection. So it looks like we have an eyeshadow palette, we have a contour and highlighter palette, and we have a lip collection with 3 products in it from what we can see here. So it's a double-sided eyeshadow palette. I literally thought that was a reflection in the mirror. I didn't even pay much attention. So it's a double-sided eyeshadow palette. It doesn't look like it has a like clear perspex like protector between the eyeshadows. Let me see. Yeah, from what I can see, it doesn't look like there's any kind of clear perspex protector between them. So ordinarily with something like this, I would like some kind of like cover over it. So when you're closing the palette up, the shadows aren't falling on top of each other. So depending on the formula of these eyeshadows, if they are really powdery, when you close it up, you're going to have like blue eyeshadow dropping into your red and teal dropping into blue, and it's going to be one big mess storm in there. So I don't like palettes like this. I think that they can just get really messy, and you're just going to get colors migrating into other colors as soon as you close that palette up. So if you want to buy this palette, you're probably going to have to like clean it off and get rid of the excess basically every time you use the palette, which is really annoying. So definitely pass on the palette. I'm not the biggest fan of the Makeup Revolution formula as well. I think it's like really wishy-washy and it can be hard to build up. Like even looking at some of these colors, they look, you can see through the swatch, like you can see the skin under the swatch. So if you want like a nice wash of color, this might be a really nice palette. But if you want something really intense, and if you want these colors to be really intense, this is not going to be the palette for you. And I find the Makeup Revolution formula a little bit difficult to build up as well. I just don't enjoy it. The highlighters and the contour palette, I don't know about this. These are definitely catered for like a lighter skin tone. There's no way that these like contour colors would show up on a really deep skin tone. So yes. These like mauvey lip color, these like nudie lip colors are quite nice. It looks like there might be maybe like 2 liquid lipsticks and a gloss. Maybe it doesn't actually say what formula these are. It just says that it's a lip collection. So not quite sure on what the formula would be like. Bit disappointed with this contour highlighter kit. Quite often with collaborations, you can tell that the collaborator is basically like designing a palette for themselves rather than their audience. I'm sure this Petra Lovely Hair has people with a lot darker skin tone that watch her that would like to like buy the palette but can't buy it because hardly any of it's going to show up on their skin tone. So bit disappointed. Yeah, that's, I don't know, it's a bit meh. Carolyn says, nice kit, but can't afford it right now. That's referring to the Nude Sticks kit, and I totally get that. It would be better to have 2 separate palettes. Yeah, I definitely agree as well. And I think as well, because it seems to be kind of semi set out like a warm and a cool palette, so having them separate, because people generally like warmer or cooler tones. They like, it's not usual that they kind of wash them. People generally prefer either warmer or cooler tones. So I think having them in 2 separate palettes would have been better. And that way you could pick what side you prefer. Okay. Have enough highlighter, face palettes, lips look pretty. Yeah. I think that's about the only thing out of that collection that I like. Okay, more products from Revolution. Now this time it's from Revolution Skincare, and they have launched a range of eye creams and gels. So we have a total of 6 creams as well as a eye rollable. So we have a hydration boost, a toning boost, nourishing boost, brightening boost, and a pigment boost, as well as a cooling boost. And they each have different ingredients in them. The top one here, this hydration boost, definitely not for me. Why do they have to put watermelon in everything? This is the eye rollable, interesting looking device. I don't know how that will work, but anyway, I like how they have a good split of well, there's not really a good split because there's 2 gels. So we have a few like eye gels, there's eye creams in there. So depending on what formula you like, there should be one in this range for you. I don't really trust like makeup brands coming out with skincare. I just feel like, are they really putting enough research behind the ingredients to support like what products and what ingredients they're mixing together? Yeah, I kind of don't really trust it. I know that a lot of you agree with me on that fact. Like, I just find it, I don't know, I just don't really trust when makeup brands bring out skincare products. So I have heard good things. I will say I have heard pretty good things about the Revolution skincare, but like I said, I just feel a bit weird buying skincare from a makeup brand. Okay. We have a fair few products from Tarte. Now, let me just make sure that my tab is muted. Yes, okay. So what looks like we have here is 4 new palettes, which is a lot to come out with at once. It looks like a few of them. Okay, it looks like 3 of them are going to be as part of the Sugar Rush range. So we have a Blush Gal Goals Eye and Cheek palette. So I'm assuming that is this one. Just throwing assumptions out there. Okay, yeah. Wait. 11 shade eye and cheek. Okay, yes, that is that one. So this has 11 shades in it. We've got eye and cheek colors in it. We've got, that looks like it might be a highlighter in that one. Let's play the video. I don't mind the packaging on this. It actually looks quite nice. I like that like more organic-y kind of look. That's really annoying. Okay. That more like organic-y kind of look with it. Lots of wearable colors, not colors that I need more of. It looks like it might be a blush and a highlighter. Not quite sure, but that does look like it might be a highlighter color. Then we have the Surf Babe Eye and Cheek palette. So this has 6 eyeshadows and 3 cheek beachy shades in a range of neutrals and pops, which I believe is this weird surfboardy shape palette. We've got some pastel colors in here as well as some neutral colors. And then once again, I think this might be maybe a bronzer blush highlighter or 2 blushes and a highlighter. And that's part of the Sugar Rush range. Now, Sugar Rush for Tarte is kind of like their range that they target more for younger people. So I think that I personally don't like this shape, but I think for a younger person that this is kind of cool, like fun, kitschy packaging. So I like it for the target audience. Then we have a Sunbeams and Daydreams eye set. This has 9 shades of bold eyeshadow. Perfect for expressing your personality. Comes with a free eyeshadow brush, just what we need. Another cheap eyeshadow brush that they've made for a palette. I don't mind this one as well. I think it's kind of cute. It's got some pastel-y, neon-y colors in there. We've got a few neutral colors. I don't know whether I would exactly say that this is entirely a 9-shade bold eyeshadow palette. I think it has some pops of bold colors, but I don't think it's entirely 9 shades of bold eyeshadow. I think we have some pretty cool colors in there. You could get some nice combinations out of it. Once again, for the target audience, I think it's all right. And then the last one we have is the Summer Playlist Eye and Cheek palette, the perfect pocket palette with 5 creamy and pigmented shades in a range of sweet colors to mix and mash up. So that is this one here. I don't mind the mini Tarte, like the mini Tarte travel palettes, like the, what is it? The mini Tartlet palette. I think it's the Tartlet palette or the Tartist palette. It's got the 4 or 6. I think it's got 6. And it's that mini travel palette. I don't mind them. Like the way they design them and put them together. Like I think this would be a really good little travel palette. You have like an everyday blush color, and then you've got 4 shades that you can either like spruce up if you want to go out for a night out when you're traveling, or like some easy everyday looks. Yeah, I think that this little palette, out of everything, this is going to sound really boring, this little palette here is probably my favorite. Like if I was going to buy anything out of this collection, it would probably be this little travel palette here. But definitely, I think they've definitely done a pretty good job on reaching their target market. Like I said, Sugar Rush is aimed at like teens, a more younger audience. I don't think their price tag really suits the audience that they're targeting. but that's a whole nother can of worms. But I definitely think that these 3 palettes are designed well for their target audience. And then this one, I don't know, it's like a basic nude palette. The front packaging on all of them is pretty cute. Like, they've done a pretty good job. This one here has very like festival vibes on the front of the palette. I'm not going to buy any of them, but I do think they've done a pretty good job overall on this collection. Okay. Now we spoke about this last week. I'm going to revisit it because we have some more information about this collection. So Urban Decay are coming out with some new moon dust products. So this is an expansion to their moon dust collection. We have the lip products, which we spoke about last week, and the moon dust liquid highlighters we spoke about last week. What we didn't speak about was these new moon dust eyeshadows that they're coming out with. And we also didn't see lip swatches of these products. Now, I don't know. I don't think that the lip swatches show them as bad as I thought that they would be, but I definitely don't think the lip swatches make them look better than what I thought that they would be. They make the lips look quite like textured and crepey. I think that from a distance that it would almost make your lips look like when your lip product kind of balls up and settles into all of the fine lines. I think it would make them look like kind of crusty with the way that it seems to just settle on the lips a little bit. Carolyn says that the mini looks very wearable. I like the big one the most. That's in relation to the Tarte palettes. I am not buying a thing at the moment. I think we're all in that boat at the moment. Carolyn, it's definitely, concerning about what's happening with the economy. I think we're all proceeding with caution when it comes to buying things. And I think like putting everything that's happening aside, I think that that's a good way to proceed in the future, is just proceeding with caution more and not buying so impulsively. Hopefully that's a good lesson we learned from everything that's going on. So these are the new eyeshadows. So we have Lithium, Powder Trip, and Spectre. Now, I think that these already look quite similar to products or colors that they already have in their range. I wonder, no, there's no swatches on these ones. But when they swatch out, because I have seen some photos of the swatches, when they swatch out, they do look quite similar to colors they already have in their range. I don't think that these are anything revolutionary. And I think the way that the industry has gone, like brands are bringing out like really beautiful duochromes and multichrome eyeshadows at the moment. I think that this whole moon dust formula, and especially these particular colors in this formula, are a little bit behind the times. I think that these are like not revolutionary. The kind of combinations and colors that we're seeing come out from indie brands at the moment like rival this tenfold. I think if you want something that's really like beautiful and shifty and like duochromy, I would hands down go with a indie brand over these. And these are $22 US. Like you can easily get some eyeshadows from like Cleona, I think is $20 to $25 dollars, and you can get a beautiful multi-chrome shadow for the same price as this. Like these are only like iridescent metallics, like foiled kind of colors. They're only like duochromes as opposed to a beautiful multi-chrome that you can get. So I would definitely like skip this and go with an indie brand. Plus the fact that I absolutely hate the Moon Dust individual eyeshadow packaging. It's really hard to depot them. And like, I think I have 2 of them and they are like way at the back of my drawer and I don't remember the last time I touched them. So yeah, they're pretty colors, but nothing groundbreaking for the current makeup climate. And we didn't see last week the swatches of these liquid highlighters. I don't know whether these look the best on the skin. Probably the lightest skin tone is what the one that they look best on, but I still stand by my statement. I don't need these, and I don't think that these colors would really look all that flattering on my skin tone. And it's just something that I don't use. I don't use body illuminator, and I don't really use a product like this as a liquid face illuminator or a highlighter. This bottle would take me years to get through. Yeah, that's that on that. I think we've spoken about that Moon Dust collection sufficiently over the last couple of weeks. Okay. Now, Kimchi. Kimchi is bringing out a matte finish complexion powder. This is a set and bake powder, and it is called the Puff Puff Pass powder, which it's a little bit of a different name. I think out of all the smoking puns that we have seen in makeup recently, this is probably one of the better ones that I have seen. Let's talk about this. So we have 8 shades, supposed to be silky smooth and leaves a matte finish on your gorgeous complexion. Her star ingredient is rice powder, providing you with its all natural skincare benefits and absorbing all that excess oil you don't want. Now, this is a matte finishing powder, so if you have really dry skin, this is probably going to make your skin look even worse. If you have oily skin, this might be a good one for you if it's leaving like a matte finish. It just depends on how you like your face to look when you're finished with it. Like if you like that matte finish, then this one's a good one for you. If you like that luminous, like healthy, glowy skin finish, I'd probably steer clear of this one. I wonder how heavy it is. I would imagine that this powder would probably be quite a heavy powder, considering Kimchi is a drag queen. So I would imagine that she's probably designing this more to go with the way that she does her makeup. So I think that, just speculating here, I think that this might be quite a heavy powder. Do we have another? Yeah, so that's all the 8 colors there. You can barely see it in the background, but there's a lot of lighter tones and that medium tone, not many deeper colors, which is disappointing. Okay, moving on to, I think, one of the weirdest things that I have seen all week, and that is this little guy right here. It looks like a deodorant, but you're wrong. It is not a deodorant. This is a oil-absorbing volcanic stone roller from Revlon. So this thing is designed to be rolled all over your face and absorb your oils. Now, I don't know. I'm a little bit interested to see if this actually works, but I think it's a little bit weird at the same time. So this is supposed to eliminate excess oils for a clean complexion anytime, anywhere, at home or on the go. Unlike blotting papers that are single use and then throw away, this oil absorbing roller is reusable and so simple to wash. It's got the secret is the real volcanic stone, which is incredibly efficient for blotting oily skin. Now, I really I appreciate why they're doing this, and I think that their whole idea and reason behind why they've brought this out, I think, is a really, really good idea. The fact that they are trying to replace something that is single use. I love that idea about this. I just think it's a little bit weird though. I don't know whether it looks like a deodorant. Could you imagine pulling this out of your bag at work and rubbing it all over your face? Gosh, the looks you would get. People would be like, why the hell are you putting deodorant on your face? The other thing that I have an issue with about this is how do you clean it? Like, they're saying that it's so easy to clean, but it doesn't look very easy to clean to me. So I would have liked to see maybe a little short clip of them showing how to clean this. And I think that that would have been a lot better for people, because I know that there's a lot of people in the comments here like speculating about that it not being easy to clean and that it's going to get really gross and disgusting. So I would have really liked to see maybe a little short clip of someone with like really oily skin and then using it, and then like a clip of them showing how to clean it. Like, do you take the ball out and give it a wash, or do you like run it under water? Do you wipe it? Like, how do you actually clean this product? Plus, my other issue is, how do you sanitize it? Like, how do you make sure that this product is completely sanitary and easy to, like, cleaning it is one thing, getting all the gunk and grime off it and like making it look back to this normal unused color is one thing, but making sure it's actually sanitized is a whole nother thing. If you are using this when you have really oily skin, you don't want to be putting that bacteria back on your face the next day or anything like that. So I would like to know how to clean this before I make another judgment on it. Plus, like, if you're running this underwater, is this like thing here going to fill with water and start growing bacteria and gross things? Like, I love the whole sentiment behind why they've created this. I think it's really good. I think it's a really genuine effort, but I just don't think the execution on this product is really good. Actually, maybe we can see. Let's jump on over to the Revlon Instagram page, see if someone's actually used this. I doubt that they have a video of it. Oh, here we go. Maybe they do. Okay. It legit looks like she's rubbing deodorant over her face. I don't know whether I see any oil actually being absorbed. I don't think I see any reduction in oil on her face. They need a better video than that. That doesn't show it. The lighting is too bright to show that it's actually absorbed oil. It definitely legit looks like she's rubbing deodorant over her face. Anyway, we shall see about that one. This may potentially be something that I'll pick up just because I want to see. I just want to test this gimmick out and see if it actually works, and see how I clean it. See how, whether you can actually get it clean, and if it's that's another thing. If it's an absorbing product, it might be quite a difficult thing to clean. Like if it's going to continue to absorb things, if you're using like water to clean this, it might just continue to absorb the water. So I'm not quite sure about this product. I'm going to keep my eye on it though, because like I said, I just want to try this gimmick and see if it actually works. Okay. Moving on. We have another, actually, no, this is from Lime Crime. I actually thought this was from Kimchi, but this is from Lime Crime. We want a video when you try it. I should see if Priceline have it in stock and give it a try. I'll wait till my skin's particularly oily and give it a try. Okay, so we have some new Lip Pops stain lipsticks. So these are in like more of a pencil kind of longer lipstick form. So these are a lipstick stain which give your lips a silky smoothness while making them pop with color. So this doesn't seem like such a bad idea. So it says that it's like a buildable formula. It says that you can coat your lips with just a hint of a hue, or you can saturate them with layers. This green color is the weirdest color I've ever seen in a lipstick. I don't think it's a very flattering color. I think it looks quite gross actually. But if you're into green lipstick, if you're into lime green lipstick, you do you, boo. But I'm going to stay well away from this. I don't know about this. I don't think it makes your lips look all that great. They're not the worst things that I've ever seen. The color range, it's all right. They do all look like they have a sheen to them, which is exactly what it says on the marketing thing, that it's not a matte lipstick. It's like a glossy lip stain that you can have really lightly, or you can build it up, which is a lot of lip products. Yeah, I don't know, $20 for these. I think that's a little bit expensive, or you can buy the whole bundle for $126. None of the colors even really jump out and grab me as well. So I don't know. The packaging looks kind of like Sugar Rush as well. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know. Okay, we have some more. This is some new products from MAC. This is the Powder Kiss collection. So it looks like this all might be pink. So we have some liquid lipsticks, and we have some soft matte eyeshadows, and it looks like some lipsticks as well. That's not listed. And looks like there might be some bullet lipsticks as well. So these are the liquid lipsticks, and these are the colors. Some really nice colors in there. These are the eyeshadows. Now, I will say I refuse to buy MAC single eyeshadows in Australia. I think that they are way too expensive for what you get. I just think MAC single eyeshadows in Australia is just way too overpriced. So I refuse to buy any single eyeshadows from MAC in Australia, because no, I'm not dropping that cash on eyeshadows. And particularly when, like, MAC doesn't have the most amazing eyeshadow formula either. And then the liquid lipsticks, there's something about this packaging that I just can't get behind. I just can't get behind these like bullet lipstick caps on top of a liquid lipstick packaging. There's just something about them. Every time I see them, I just think that they look really out of place. Like, it just doesn't work for me. It just doesn't do it for me. I know that's really, really petty, but just this packaging just doesn't do it for me. But I will say, the colors look quite nice. Does it say how much these are? No, it doesn't say how much these are. There are a lot of different colors in this range, though. I'm surprised. Like, it's a pretty big collection. Alrighty. Whew. Okay. Next, we have some more products from Makeup Revolution, and this is from Revolution Pro. I cannot keep up with the different brands that are under Revolution Makeup. So we have 6 new eyeshadow palettes, as well as a CC Perfecting Foundation. We have 5 new sculpting powders and 13 CC Perfecting pressed powders, as well as some Hydra Matte liquid lipsticks and some Hydra Gloss. It's a lot. It's definitely a lot. Now, the first thing I thought of when I saw these eyeshadow palettes was, one, the the Smashbox Vlada MUA packaging on the front, as well as the Smashbox and Hood Witch collection, when she had that highlighter with like the crystal effect on the front. That's the first thing I thought of when I saw this front packaging here. The eyeshadows remind me of Stila eyeshadows with like this imprint in them, with that new formula that they brought out. I will say though that the colors, the color pairings in these palettes, I think they've done a pretty good job. I'm not going to buy any of them, but I do think they've done an all right job with the color pairings. And I think having a little quad of a specific color, I think it's a good idea. I like the idea. And I think if you want like a little small capsule palette of like, if you hardly ever wear blue, but you want to try blue eyeshadow, like you can just get a little quad. Same with like all the other colors. So I think that the color stories are a good good layout. Here we have the CC cream. Does it say how many shades? I don't really want to count them all, and I can't really. Looks like a pretty good split. Like for a really low end, lower priced CC cream and range, I think they've done a pretty good job of this split of colors, and there's a really good range of colors. Ordinarily, when brands bring out CC creams, they bring out like 3 colors and expect everyone to match those 3 colors. So I like that Revolution Pro have come out with a good range of colors, even though it is a CC cream like that. These are the sculpting bronzers, and we have 5 shades. Once again, I think it's a good split and a good range of colors. We have, are these the perfecting powders? These must be the perfecting pressed powders. I do like the imprint. That would be so satisfying to pan that that imprint in there would be so satisfying. The gold packaging, I like that as well. It's pretty classy. Pretty good split of pressed powder colors as well. Once again, a lot of brands will just bring out a translucent powder, and translucent powder on someone that is super deep skin tone, it's not translucent. It shows up really ashy on their skin tone, and they can also get quite a lot of flashback as well with them because of the like contrast between their skin color. Translucent is not translucent for everyone. For everyone's skin tone. So it's good to see they've got a good range of pressed powders. We've got 13 shades in them. Then we have these matte liquid lipsticks, and we also have the hydro glosses. So it looks like 12 shades in both, and it looks like they are pretty much the same colors, but one's in the matte liquid lipstick and then one's in the gloss. So I think that this would be a good idea if you want like that glossy lip, but you want your lip to last all day. You could layer the gloss over the top of the liquid lipstick. So I think, dare I say it, I think Revolution Pro have done a good, I think they've done a good collection here. Like, I know, I'm as surprised as you. I think they've done a pretty good collection here. I think they've put a good amount of effort into it. They haven't copied any other brand. I think they've done a pretty good job with this whole collection. There are lots of like you can see that they've been inspired by a lot of stuff that's already out on the market, but it's not a absolute really obvious copy. Okay, we have some new liquid illuminating products from Becca. So these are the Ignite Liquefied Light Highlighters. Golly gosh. And we have 5 colors in these. So these are all like varying tones of like metallic colors. They actually look quite nice. I would have no use for these, but I do think that they look quite nice on the skin tone. And if you want still something that is more of a like metal color, but differing tones, this could be a good one for you. I don't know what the formula is like. Does it say anything spectacular about the formula? It says it's a crystal gel formula. I don't know what that means. It's supposed to give your skin a pearlized glow that is transfer and water resistant. That's nice to know. You can use it on face and body. We've got multi-dimensional micro pearls. We have Oh gosh, an energizing fragrance blend of juicy pineapple, fresh coconut, and orange flower notes. So if you are sensitive to scents, I would definitely say probably steer clear of this one. It's supposed to be uplifting scent to provide a multi-sensory experience that ignites optimism and lights you up from the outside inside out. Right, okay. Gosh, some of these brands. I don't think that I would like this. I think that the scent would probably be too much for me. I don't really like scents in a lot of my makeup, skincare products. I just think it's unnecessary. And that fresh coconut. Sometimes coconut scents I'm not the biggest fan of. It's an all right range. All right. Next, we have a new palette from Rowan Beauty. So this is the 1111 palette. So these are cream eyeshadows. So yeah, if you like cream eyeshadows, definitely check out Rowan, because I think it's Hannah Louise Boston. She raves about the Rowan eyeshadows. She says that they're absolutely amazing. I don't think that the formula would be for me. The way she talks about the formula and the way they sit on the eyes, I don't think it's something that is really for me. But if you like cream eyeshadows, is it actually cream? I swear there's a cream. I think it's a good color story as well. I think that they are really wearable shades. Some of them, these like mauve tones, they look beautiful. Really wearable shades, and I think a lot of people would probably get use out of most of the colors in this palette. I think it's a really well put together, really well designed palette. Rowan is hella expensive though, ranging coming in at $42 for 4 eyeshadows. So it's pretty expensive for a eyeshadow quad. We have a fair bit this week. I thought that the makeup releases would start dying down, but they haven't seemed to have died down. So we have a new nude skin tint from Kevin Aquan. So this is a tinted sheer to light coverage foundation infused with skincare benefits. We've been saying like every episode about makeup with skincare benefits. This is a weightless, silky texture infused with butterfly bush flower extract. It's supposed to help protect you against free radicals caused by blue light. There's that blue light again. Formulated with hyaluronic acid, your skin will be left as if you're wearing next to nothing. So this is like one of those products that is designed for people that have model skin. Not the best shade range, but I guess if you're like a tinted moisturizer wearer, this would probably be a good one for you. $42 though for a tinted moisturizer, I think is a little bit expensive, but that's Kevin Aquan prices for you. So yeah. Water in silicone texture. That's interesting. This would be one of those ones that you would just basically use to kind of just knock back color. You wouldn't get much coverage out of it. It would just ever so slightly probably color correct, but you would still see a lot of your like skin imperfections with it. Next, we have a new product from Boscia, and this is the Cherry Blossom and Bakuchiol Resurfacing Lip Repair. So this is a flower-powered leave-on treatment, helps visibly smooth, resurface, and improve texture for noticeably more nourished and supple lips. Antioxidant-rich cherry blossom helps protect lips from environmental damage. We've got AHAs as well in here. We've got natural retinol. So once again, if you have sensitive skin or if your lips especially are sensitive, I probably steer clear of this, particularly with the retinol. Retinol, if you are not used to it, you can get a lot of like peeling going on. So the fact that this has it in a lip product, I probably would steer clear if you're not used to retinol products, or if you have overly sensitive lips. This could make them worse. Or like you could find that you have like a longer time to adjust to it, and you might find that your lips get worse before they get better, just depending on how much retinol is in this particular product. Amy says absolutely not on the cream shadows, those never set. Yeah, and I think that those ones, particularly the Rowan ones, from what I've heard, are ones that are more inclined not to set. I think that they don't set down as much as other cream eyeshadows. Alrighty. I'm a little bit excited about this next one, but at the same time, I'm not. I don't know about these. I really like this this formula, but I don't need any more. Like I saw it and I was like, oh yeah. I want to get some of these, but I don't need any more. I don't really remember the last time I wore one of these. I've kind of gone off a little bit off the liquid lipsticks. But we have a huge addition to the Melted Matte liquid lipstick range. So there's a lot. We have 13 additions to the range. Like that's a lot. That's a lot of colors to the range. I think it's a good one, but I think at the same time, a lot of these were already in the collection. I don't know whether we really needed to expand them out. Actually, hang on. Okay, so this here looks to be the additions with what's already in the collection, because I know like Lady Balls is already in the range. Lady Balls is already in the range, and Queen Bee is already in the range. I'm not quite sure about the rest of them. Carolyn's saying these look like some great colors in the Melted Mattes. Yeah, like it's a good range. I just can't really pick out exactly which one. I think Drop Dead Red was already one, and I think Bittersweet might have already been one. Actually, no, it's not, because it's just right there. Yeah, I think it's a good bulk out. Was it really necessary? I don't know. I guess if you absolutely love this formula, it's good to see more colors. A lot of them are quite similar, but I guess they've kind of taken already the colors that are already in the range and just like changed the undertone or something like that, which I guess is a good idea. Particularly if like you've always liked Queen Bee, but it's been like too much of a pink undertone and you'd prefer like a purple undertone or something like that. It's good to see additions that way. Then we have this guy, and I don't like these. So this is the Diamond Light Diamond Fire Bronzer. So this is another one of their like diamond things in this really excessive cardboard packaging that I can't stand because it's so big and bulky and annoying. This color I definitely wouldn't wear. I wouldn't wear it. I think it might looks a little bit patchy and chunky on that, but it would look nice on deeper skin tones. But for me, just seems, I think, and as well, I think it would definitely pull too orange on my skin. Okay. husband's like cooked some food and now all I can smell is fresh food cooked. Okay, we have a few more things left on the beauty news page and then we'll move over to Trend Mood, because I know there was a few things mentioned on Trend Mood. So these are the new Huda Beauty Diamond Balms. Now, these to me look really gross. I don't know, there's something about these that just look really, really gross. They look chunky. They look like they could cut your lips. I know they probably don't, but it just looks kind of gross. So these won't be coming out till May or later. So Huda Beauty's decided to delay the launch of these, which is fair enough. Totally fair enough. These are $25 each. They come in this like white bullet, which, I mean, I don't mind that. I don't mind the white bullet. They look like they're just like a normal lip balm on the lips, but there's just something about this like gritty glitterness on the outside of the bullet that I just can't get behind. I just can't get behind. It just looks really gross. I feel like it's going to cut my lips and it's not going to be a good time, but I know it's just like really fine glitter, like shimmer. I know there's some lipsticks that have like that texture print on the outside. Like Lisa Eldridge, she has that like velvet texture print on the outside. But this looks like it's actually, like it looks like it's actually been coated in glitter. Actually, you know what this does look like? This looks like when your lipstick has started sweating and it gets like all those sweat like droplets all over the outside of the bullet. That's what this looks like. Now I don't want it even more. What does this say? Let's see what it says. So it's a buttery formula that's infused with sparkling duochrome pearls and finished with a subtle hint of color. So it sounds like it might be a pretty good formula. There's 3 colors. I think that's a good range. It doesn't look like the colors really show up all that much on the lips. I think that it would just almost be like a clear lip balm. There's, like, you can see barely any color showing up on these lip swatches here. But I just, the outside of these bullets, I'm just not going to touch it. I'm just not interested. It looks kind of gross. Like I said, it looks like a sweating lipstick. So yeah, I'm not here for it. Not here for it. Okay. Next up, we have the Ciate Dewy Blush. So this is supposed to be a next-gen gel balm tint blush that is set to shake up and refresh your beauty routine. There's some bold claims. Oh gosh. I have a sneeze sneaking up on me. There it is. Okay. So the blush leaves just a subtle hint of color that you apply to the cheeks, blending effortlessly. Oh my gosh, I cannot say that word today. Into a modern glass-like sheen. Formulated with natural extracts of yuzu and dragon fruit, the blush brightens your base, leaving the skin with an even and healthy flush of color. For an instant complexion refresh, apply 2 to 3 small dots onto the apples of your cheek and blend upward into your skin. I think that these, Carolyn says that they look like they have fuzzies on them. Yeah, like the little like lint fuzzes. like the lint that I get on my clothes, but on my lipstick. These remind me a little bit of, I believe that these would be maybe similar to the, what is it, the Glossier cloud paint, cloud tint things. They look really nice. This actually makes them look really attractive. They look like a kind of like a gel type formula. I'm kind of interested, kind of intrigued by these. And it says like you only need 2 to 3 small dots. So this little tube right here is going to last you an eternity, like forever, which this is similar packaging once again to the Glossier cloud paint things. This is going to last you forever if you only need 2 to 3 small dots and then you blend it out. I'm going to check these out. I think I'm going to check these out. I'm going to see what this formula is like. I know I mentioned a couple of weeks ago that I'm interested in those, the new Fenty ones, the ones that are coming out in the palette, in the little compact. So I might compare the formula and then maybe see which one out of the two that I prefer. Oh. Sanitize my hands. Okay. Yeah, these look really nice. And like I said, these swatch photos make it look really attractive. Like really glossy and youthful. That like young, youthful gloss on the cheeks. Really dewy. I wish I could have like more dewy makeup, but because my skin's so oily, it just doesn't last on my skin. This is the new mini retro eyeshadow palette. And this looks like they've kind of muted down all the colors. So we have some, so it's 5 eyeshadows as per usual with the Natasha Denona minis. We have a light nude with green and blue sparkles. I'm assuming that's that one. Then we have a green taupe with silver reflex, a matte grayish green, a matte antique rose, and pink with a champagne shift. I don't think I would like any of these colors. Let's see. Do they have, or is it just... Okay. Let's jump on over to Trend Mood because I think I saw a photo on Trend Mood with the swatches. Oh, gosh. Now that I've sneezed, my nose is like drippy, drippy. Here we go. Let's see the swatches. Are there swatches? These mini palettes though are so mini. That's the only issue I have with a lot of these mini Natasha Denona palettes is they are very small. And I think in Australian dollars, they're like $40 or $45. Is there actually, here we go. So here's a swatch of all of them. I don't think I would wear any of these colors. They're probably quite different to eyeshadows that I would normally wear. Like I don't normally go for like this gray green color. But I don't think I would wear this. And these like really kind of more chunkier, sparkly colors, I don't really like working with. So yeah, I probably would give this one a miss. I think it's cool to see though that they are coming out with something a little bit different, especially with like these grayish green colors. I think that this pairing is something a little bit different to what we've seen recently. And I do think that these colors would pair well together. I think that they would look nice together. I just don't think that I would wear it. And I don't really like this more like chunkier sparkly formula from Natasha Denona. I prefer like a more smoother, more like foiled eyeshadow rather than like something chunkier like this. Carolyn says she likes this Natasha Denona palette. That's all right. But yeah, like I said, they are quite expensive in Australia, and for the size, they're quite small. Like, I know everyone says this, but when they see the size of these mini palettes, they're shocked by how small they are. And for the price tag as well. The price tag is a bit ridiculous. Okay, we have a few things to mention on Trend Mood. Okay. Oh gosh, that's a lot to mention. Okay. We have a new collection from Essence. Can you guys guess what I'm going to say about this? So this is the high beauty, as in like getting high beauty collection from Essence. So this is cosmetics infused with hemp seed oil. We've got a face primer. We've got a lip balm. We've got face mask. We've got a compact fixing compact powder. We've got under eye brightening concealers. We've got a volume mascara, and we've also got a mattifying makeup mist. I think the biggest thing that annoys me about stuff like this is the fact that they refer to these products as like high beauty, like they're going to give you a high, but hemp seed oil doesn't have any like hallucinogenic effects to you. So it just annoys me when brands do this and they just kind of jump on the bandwagon and use these like catchwords when like it doesn't even really make sense. Yeah, I don't really have anything to say about this collection. I just think it's stupid. I just think that there's no need to have the whole name of it. I don't know. Maybe call it like hemp beauty or something like that. Like I don't know why it needs to be high beauty. I just think it's stupid. Yes, need a Sephora sale once this health crisis is done. Yeah, that'd be good. It'd be nice if Sephora like gave us an extra special sale as well, like maybe like 30% off, 40% off. That'd be nice. What are these? Okay, so Givenchy Beauty have come out with some shiny lip balms in 12 shades. Okay. The packaging is kind of cool. I like this like peachy, pinky color in the packaging. And it's in like a doe foot applicator, and it's a balm. So that's kind of cool. I guess it would probably be like a more like a lip oil. But I don't really need it, and I'm not going to spend Givenchy prices on like a kind of like a lip balm type product. Okay, what's this? Vesca Beauty. I've never heard of Vesca Beauty, but they are coming out with some Kissed by the Bronzers. Okay. They look all right, actually. It looks like they have some good undertones in there as well, like undertones that you don't normally see from brands. Like we've got like a reddy undertone if you like that, and you have a skin tone that needs that more like reddier tone. That's a good split as well. We've got quite a deep color, which is good to see. And for once, there's more deep than pale colors, which is also nice to see. A bit refreshing. Looks all right. I've never heard of this brand before. Never heard of this brand. I don't even, can you, I think you can only get them from the website. Yep, that's that. How long have we been going for? An hour 14. Okay. Next, we have some new products from Dior. So this is the Summer Colorful Collection. I feel like Dior comes out with like this color in a collection at least once a year. This like mint green color. So we have some. Oh, that's a bit unfortunate. This was created for the Summer Olympic Games, which unfortunately has been postponed this year. Well, unfortunate that it has, but I'm kind of glad that they did end up deciding to postpone it. So this includes some blushes, eyeshadows. We've got face powders, lip plumpers, double-ended eyeshadow sticks, lip balms, and nail polish. And it looks like you can get these in their special cases as well that they have. I'm wondering whether these blushes look interesting because it looks like they have like the concentration of the color in the middle and then around the outside. I'm not sure whether this is like kind of a highlighty color or if it is just more like just a pressed powder. That's kind of interesting. Oh wait, what am I doing? I'm okay. So these are face powders. I don't know why is there the color in the middle then? Because these are the blushes. So these are blushes, obviously. And then we have the eyeshadow palettes. I don't mind this one. This one has some nice colors in it. The one thing that irks me about Dior is the fact that they charge such a ridiculously high price tag, but yeah, they still put foam sponge applicators in their eyeshadow palettes. Like really just ridiculous. And then we have eyeshadows, we've got blushes, we've got face powders, which are interesting because they have color in the middle of them. Then we have lip plumpers, which are these lip maximizers. We've got the lip balms. We've got double-ended eyeshadow sticks and then the nail polishes. Okay, and then these are the... Oh, okay, so these... I'm getting very confused. These are the New Girl On lipsticks, which we've already spoken about. We spoke about them last week, and we don't really need to talk about... I'm not going to talk about Giorgio Armani or... Okay. I'm just going to talk about the Dior collection because I don't think we need to talk about Giorgio Armani or Sicily. That's just way too expensive. I'm intrigued by these. Can we... I'm intrigued by these powders. I want to know more about these powders. Is there something else on the page about them? Okay, let's go to Dior and see if we can find some more information about these powders. There's probably not going to be anything on this page about it. Dior Beauty? Is that, should I try Dior Beauty? Sorry if I'm making you sick by scrolling so fast. Okay, let's try Dior Beauty. Dior Makeup, that's what we want. No, Dior Makeup. No, I think they're still talking about the eyeshadow palette that was released a couple of weeks ago. That's annoying. I want to know about that. The powder. Okay, we're just going to go back to that image because I can't find any information about this powder because I'm intrigued by why there is like a blush color in the middle of the the pressed face powder and how much, like how intense this color would be if it gets on your brush. So I'm intrigued by these powders. I want to know more about the powders just because I want to know, why is there like a blush in the middle of them when it's supposed to be a face powder? Or maybe it's just an overspray. Maybe it's just an overspray. Interesting collection. Interesting. Kind of sad that they designed this collection around the Olympics, which aren't going ahead anymore this year. But maybe they'll do another collection next year, like a new collection for the Olympics instead. Okay. Do we want to talk about the Tom Ford palettes? Let's talk about the Tom Ford palettes. So we have some new face and eyeshadow palettes. There's 4 to be exact. I will say one thing about these Tom Ford face and eyeshadow palettes. If you've ever wanted to try Tom Ford, like in a decent range of Tom Ford, this might be a good way to go because you do end up getting a highlighter, a bronzer, and then 4 eyeshadows. So I think it's a good like selection of Tom Ford. I can imagine that these are getting expensive, like ridiculously expensive, because Tom Ford is just way overpriced. But yeah, if you want to try, and if you've ever wanted to try Tom Ford, like at least this way you get 4 eyeshadows and then you get the 2 face products in the one palette. I don't know what the price of these are. It might be cheaper to just buy a eyeshadow palette and then the face products from him as opposed to this. But I don't know. The colors are all right. They're not anything fantastic. They're all quite neutral, like they're neutral colors. Tom Ford doesn't often do a lot of bright colors in his eyeshadow palettes. But yeah, like I said, I think it's a decent idea and it's a good like little travel palette. I need to stop saying that. So yeah. Carolyn says, wow, Tom Ford is so expensive. I know, Tom Ford is ridiculous. I think in Australia, Tom Ford's eyeshadow quads, which the quads are super small. I think they're $110 for the eyeshadow quads. And then the bronzer and like highlight duos, I think are like $90 or $100 or something. Like it's really expensive in Australia, Tom Ford. I don't think from what I've heard as well, it's all that fantastic and groundbreaking. I know a lot of people have raved about their lip products. I think we spoke about these products, like the new Too Faced stuff, weeks ago, like maybe even before Christmas. So I'm not going to talk about them again. Sorry, guys. I think this is just expansion to what. Oh, she's got loose shimmer powders and skin perfecting body shimmers, as well as her giant body brush. This looks a little bit similar to. I don't need body makeup or body shimmer, but like if you like the skin body foundation from her and you wanted like some shimmer to add to it, I guess this is a good expansion to the range, but I don't need it. We did speak briefly a few weeks ago about these new like bronzer products from NARS, but we see some more things added to the range. So we have a Paradise HWA powder. I don't know what that is, but we've got the matte bronzers, which we've already spoken about. We've got a Afterglow lip balm, the oil-infused lip tint, as well as powder chrome eyeshadow pigments. So basically they're just coming out with a bronze color in everything that they have in their collection. So we've got the this must be the Paradise HWA powder, which just looks like a highlighter. But they're coming out with the lip oil and the lip tint in that like brownier color. So if you like that more sheer brown color, this would be good. Like if you have deeper colored lips. I don't know what this picture shows, but anyway. And then these are the eyeshadows. All very meh. If you want like a matte bronzer, I actually think that this might be the first matte bronzer that NARS have come out with. I don't know whether this is going to be permanent or whether it's just for the summer, but it's good to see them actually come out with matte bronzers, because I know a lot of people don't like having shimmer in their bronzers or their contour products. They like to add it themselves. So it's good to see them like expand that range. The packaging looks cool. NARS does pretty good packaging, I will say that. Okay. Next we have a new, never heard of this makeup brand before, but this is the Zodiac Cosmetics. And we have some Zodiac eyeshadow palettes. So there's obviously 12 eyeshadow palettes. I feel like this brand has niched themselves too much. Like, to me, when you call yourself Zodiac Cosmetics, everything now has to be Zodiac related. I don't know, that's just the way I think. And I feel like that's just niching yourself a little bit too much. But if you are a Mad King Zodiac follower, I guess this could be good for you. I'm an Aquarius. I would not buy this eyeshadow palette. I probably wouldn't wear it either. There's supposed to be 8 shades. 8 shades are consistent across all of the Zodiac palettes. So if you are wanting to get more than one, you're going to get a lot of double ups between the palettes, because they are a lot of the same shades in each palette, which is a little bit annoying. Like if you, I don't know why the brand would do that. This Leo one's nice actually, with all these purples. There's a lot of similarities between these palettes. Yeah, that's annoying. There's a lot of you can see as you like scroll through the palettes and the swatches, there's a lot of similarities and double ups between the colors, which I think the brands kind of shot themselves in the foot when they've done that. Like if they want people to buy more than one palette and not just the palette that's for their Zodiac sign, I think they should have done completely different palettes between all of the Zodiac signs, like completely different colors. I think they've definitely shot themselves in the foot doing that. Actually, I think, is this the new? This looks like the new, that palette, the Natasha Denona one that we were just talking about. This looks like what it looks like on the eyes. Almost there. And we have some indie makeup to talk about. This is the new eyeshadow palette that's coming out from Peachy Queen. This is the Amethyst palette. This palette was designed for me. So we have a crap load of purples and mauves in here. Oh, she's pretty. She is pretty. And then we have the No Place Like Home eyeshadow palette, which looks like this, which is obviously Wizard of Oz themed. No swatches on this one though, which is annoying. These are $29.99. I think that's US dollars. Yeah, I really like this purple palette. It's very pretty. I'm not going to buy it, but it's very pretty. Oh, there's pressed glitters in there, though. Damn it. Not a fan of pressed glitters. I would rather them not be in my eyeshadow palette, but this is definitely a very pretty palette. But now that I know there's pressed glitters in there, I'm definitely not going to buy it. Yeah, that's annoying. That's very annoying. Okay. We have a product from Laneige, and this is the Glowy Face Serum. So a lightweight hydrating serum that keeps oil in check for visibly smoother skin and longer lasting makeup wear. So this is a product that you would use as the final step of your skincare routine. And you're supposed to, and it says you can use it as a makeup primer. Oh, interesting. So, okay, so it's supposed to keep you like hydrated and dewy, but control your oils at the same time, which is interesting. Locks in moisture while addressing oil levels. Formulated with diamond mineral powder, which creates a visibly healthy look, I'm assuming. The sentence doesn't finish properly. Okay, this is interesting. I would be keen to give this a try. Like, if it's going to make my skin look really nice and dewy, but at the same time, like, kind of control my oils, I'm kind of intrigued. I'm kind of interested. $32 US, which that'd be like $50 here, $50-ish. Laneige is not too overly priced in Australia. I think it's a pretty good price to compared to what other things convert across as. So yeah, I'd be interested to at least give this a try and feel on my skin, like see what the texture feels like. And maybe buy it, maybe try it. It sounds really good. Like, it sounds like a good product. Just whether it actually is a good product is another thing. Yeah, I'm intrigued by this one. Definitely intrigued. Color me intrigued. Okay. Indie Mood. Oh, wait, no, not Indie Mood. Indie Makeup Spotlight. Okay. What have we got in indie news this week? Okay. We've already spoken about the few pastel things from Terra Moon Cosmetics. What is this? This is beautiful. So this is the new shade called Emerald City from Gimme Glow Cosmetics. How stunning does this look? Oh, she is beautiful. That is beautiful. Gimme Glow, not quite sure how much these are from Gimme Glow. I wonder if it says on their website, on their Instagram page. Does it say? No. I don't think Gimme Glow is the most, it's not the most expensive indie brand, but it's definitely not the cheapest because they have those bigger pans. These are like the big, what is it? I think they're 44 ml pans. Like, they're huge. You would never get through them. You can go back for me? Yeah, you would never get through their single eyeshadows because they're the really big pans. Like, I don't know why they're so big. They should make them in the small ones. Maybe they do. I can't remember. They might have the option on their website to buy either. What's this? Did you guys hear that? I don't know what my husband's doing. Okay, we have a new shade of the lip cream from Sydney Grace. This is called Bailey. This is a little bit too pale for me. I think that this would not suit my skin tone, just a tad bit too pale. This one, however, I think I would probably like this one. I don't know what the lip cream is like from Sydney Grace, the formula, whether it's sticky, whether it's like a really drying liquid lipstick formula. I'm not quite sure what it's like. Oh, there's a palette we just spoke about. What's this? Okay. Kristen Lee Cosmetics have a new multi-chrome highlighter. This is called Birthday Bash. She's pretty. She's pretty. I wonder if they have it like on the swatched on the skin. Ooh, there we go. Here we go. Here we go. A video of it. This is Birthday Bash, right? Oh, look at all those different colors in there. Hooly dooly. I don't know whether I would exactly wear this as a highlighter. I would definitely wear it as a is she wearing it? Is she wearing it? I think I would definitely wear it as a like an inner corner highlight or a eyeshadow. But I don't think I would wear it as a highlighter. I think the yellow, I think it would just pull. Maybe? I don't know. Now I'm second guessing myself. It looks very pretty. Look at that reflect. That is so pretty. Those Sydney Grace lips look beautiful. Yeah, they have some really nice colors in them too. Just jump back to beauty news. Hopefully nothing else has been released. No, thank gosh. Thank gosh that nothing new has been released. Okay, let me stop sharing my screen and you can see my whole face. That's it. That's it for today. A lot more than I thought that there would be. I thought that there would be a lot less or a lot, yeah, not as much being released, but I think a lot of brands are still like sneak peeking and doing all that, but they're kind of postponing what their release dates are, which is fair enough, totally fair enough. And I hope that they still sneak peek, because at least that way it still gives us something to talk about on Sundays, and we can still do our weekly live streams where we talk about all the new beauty releases. What else was I going to say? I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I can't remember what it was. How are you guys doing? How are you doing? Like mentally, physically, all that, because I don't know, I feel like I'm kind of teetering on the edge at the moment. I'm trying to stay positive, but yeah, having like not being able to see anyone is a bit tough. Normally, like at least once a week, we probably see like my in-laws or someone from my in-laws. I would normally see like my best friend and whatnot. So yeah, it's hard not being able to see the people that you love and like normally that you like offload on. Like the only people I'm seeing at the moment are my husband and my work colleagues. So it's definitely, yeah, it's definitely tough. And I know like everyone's in the same boat. So if you ever need like someone to talk to, or if you ever want some like human interaction, like live, like I know watching a video kind of helps because you can see someone, but like actually talking to someone live, I don't know, I feel like it's a little bit different. Like actually being able to see someone live on YouTube kind of does help a little bit. But like watching videos helps as well. I don't know. Carolyn says it's still fun to talk about instead of dwelling on stuff. I lost my main job at the restaurant and my other job's hours are down. Oh, that's not good. That's hard. I know a lot of people are in the same boat. it's really like I still have my job, but like I'm getting a little bit down at the moment just thinking about everyone that is doing it tough and is going to do it tough and how long they're going to do it tough. It's hard to try and stay positive when you know so many people are struggling, like whether it be health-wise or financial. Like everyone's kind of struggling at the moment, mentally, physically, financially. It's a hard climate to be in at the moment. So I know everyone is kind of struggling in their own way at the moment. So like I said, if you ever need someone to talk to, there's videos. You can leave comments all over the place, whether it's completely unrelated to what's in the video. If you just want to like tell me how you're doing, you can leave those in the comments of my videos. I'm more than happy for you to do that. I'm more than happy for you to DM me on Instagram if you need someone to talk to. You're more than welcome to do that. The shopping centers look like ghost towns. Yeah, I know. It's so weird. It's so weird. My like morning commute to work, normally the traffic is like bumper to bumper, but like I leave quite, like I've been leaving later for work and like there's no cars on the road. It's like so spooky. The election yesterday was a joke. I know. I am outraged. Like I am outraged by the election. The fact that like our national health minister or deputy health minister, whoever he is, said that like he would advise that Queensland doesn't go ahead with the election. And then our health minister was like, yeah, no, we've considered everything. I'm like, what? Like I was outraged, absolutely outraged that it went ahead. I would like to see our statistics of the amount of people that are going to test positive after this weekend. Like I would like to see what the statistics are and if their like precautionary measures actually did anything, because I was just, and when I went, like I was like a ball of like anxiousness when I went to the polling booths. I did pre-poll, but it was still really busy. And like I took my own pen, I didn't touch the like cardboard booth, and like I didn't touch the boxes to put my vote in. Like it was the most stupidest thing, like absolutely stupid. The fact that they just blatantly disregarded everyone's well-being. Like the national government is saying, stay away from people and don't go out. Like you can't even go out and have breakfast at a cafe, but you can go out and vote. Yeah, absolute joke. Absolute joke. And the fact that it was local government as well, like I know it's important, but is it really important enough to risk people's lives? Like it's just our local mayor, like for our region, like it's not that important. They could have postponed it. They could have postponed it long enough for us to be able to like vote online or something like that, or long enough for basically everyone to register to do postal votes, or they should have just automatically let everyone do postal votes. They should have just sent everyone postal votes. Outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. You should have heard me like ranting and raving at work about the election, because it just my work actually like let people go out during work hours, because like just to try and reduce the amount of risk that they like that we were exposed to. They let us go out during work hours to try and go when there was less people, which was lucky enough. Karen says, my youngest daughter may get fired. She fronted up to vote and they couldn't find her on their roll. Was advised to either ring up or drive to Noosa, where we are from, Brisbane, to vote. Noosa's like 3 hours away. That's ridiculous. Oh my gosh. I'm pretty sure that I don't think that her work would legally be allowed to fire her. Yeah. If she does get fired, I think that you should get some legal advice. I don't think that an employer can legally fire you for that. But anyway, that's ridiculous, though. That's ridiculous that they couldn't find her. They have like a massive book in front of them. Like, Just the whole situation was just ridiculous. Anyway, I think that's probably about it. I need to do some filming today. That's why normally, if any of you have been like here previously, I normally don't wear makeup on the Saturdays. Oh, I totally read that wrong. Find. I totally read that wrong, Carolyn. That's not your fault. That's my fault. I just read it as fired. Yeah, I was this close to considering just like copping the fine on the chin and not voting, because I was like, I don't want to risk it, so maybe I'll just take the fine, but I can't really afford the fine at the moment. That's ridiculous. I bet did your daughter try ringing? I bet the like phone line you would have had to wait for hours. I reckon the wait on the phone would have been like hours and hours. Oh gosh. Yeah, like I said, normally I don't wear makeup on these live streams, but to try and motivate myself to be productive for the rest of the day, I put makeup on before we started. So as soon as I get off this, I'm going to set my filming camera up and do some filming for this week. This week, I think, will be my hashtag Team Project Pan March update. And maybe, I don't know, would you guys prefer to see product empties or an update on my mini marathon challenge? I don't know, what would you prefer to see? Because I think I'll definitely do my Team Project Pan. Just not sure about maybe empties. I don't know. I'll see what I can do. Couldn't get through on the phones, and it was meant to only be for the ill or self-isolating. Yeah, I know. I'm not surprised. I could imagine that there would have been so many people just calling up, even though they weren't like in the category to do voting online, do voting over the phone. Oh yeah, I totally predicted that the line on the phone would have been like hours long. I like empties. I finished another foundation yesterday. Congratulations, another foundation. I usually power through foundations, but I am struggling to get through foundations this year. Like, I think I've only used one so far this year. Normally, I think I get through about like 7-ish in a year, but I'm like really struggling this year to get through my foundations. I think because all of them are like pretty much brand new, like have barely been touched. So I think my usage on foundation this year is going to be maybe like half, if not less. I'm sorry if you can hear my husband's car. It's like well overdue for a service and making weird rattling noises. Okay. I'm definitely going to go now. I'm like procrastinating like you wouldn't believe. So I need to go. So that's it for this weekly live stream. If you are here or if you're watching the replay, make sure you give it a big thumbs up if you haven't already, and you want to make sure that you get notified, even though YouTube isn't doing that. But if you want to make sure you get notified when I'm going live and you want to see more of my videos in your subscription feed, make sure you click the subscribe button down below so you can get notified about my videos. Yeah, that's it for this video, everyone. I hope you are having a fantastic day, as fantastic as you can make it. Stay safe, stay healthy. Make sure you're washing your hands. I know some people are being really paranoid, but I think it's safer to take extra precautions during these times. Stay inside if you have to. And yeah, have an amazing week. And if you, like I said, if you need to talk, DM me on Instagram. I'm always there. And I'll see you next week. Goodbye, everyone.